trip. Ship. Let's go on a trip. Hey, hey, let's go on a trip. We'll give them the slip. Let's go on a trip. Hey, hey, let's go on a trip in our rusty old ship. Let's go on a trip. Hey, hey, hey. Let's go on a trip. Job. This town is the worst. I bet that it's cursed. My neighbor's a jerk. He's got a creepy smirk. It rains every day. I gotta get away. So let's go on a trip. We'll give them the slip. Let's go on a trip. Hey, hey, let's go on a trip. In my rusty old ship, let's go on a trip. Hey, hey, hey. With any luck, I'll start up my truck. $10 for gas. How long can we last? I'm packing up my bag. Bye, mom and dad. Gray skies to blue. Just me and you. So let's go on a trip. We'll give them the slip. Let's go on a trip. Hey, hey. Let's go on a trip in a rusty old ship. Let's go on a trip. Hey, hey, hey. ship. Let's go on a trip. Hey, hey, let's go on a trip. We'll give them the
This program is intended for immature audiences.
I don't know how I got here, but I know that it's right. Even in thunder, I stay clear. Standing strong with all my might. With the flash of the lightning, I take off and I burn bright. Hear the crash of thunder, and I'm out and into the night. Spinning myself round and round, watch me how I wear my crown proud, and I will shout it out. Move to the beat of my drum, higher than where I begun. Look at what you've now become. Watch me how I wear my crown proud, and I will shout it out. I get up with the sunrise, soul alight with the fire. Living life is the big prize, 'cause I'm my own live wire. It's a game all the same, take your aim, and by draw you better shoot high. The pain we will gain and remain brilliant.
Welcome to the Northern Union Vape Show. It's a Sunday night and it's time for a little bit of chatting. So we are short tonight. We are short. And I'm usually short every week because I am very short, but we're short on the casters tonight. So you've only got me and James. So that was a quick intro, and it's going to be a quick buffet as well. So Graham's still on a sabbatical. He's playing with his AI, or missus. I think he's got a new AI girlfriend. She keeps talking, whispering things, and is here. Luke is on holiday. He's away for 2 weeks, and Mr. Hanky is feeling under the weather, so he's not in either. So there's just me and James. So I've told James to bring his A game, so he's running the show. It's been a bit of a shit day today, shit week end to be honest with you, which we'll go into in a little bit. So what we'll do is I will pop out chat so I can see everybody, and we can say that if you are in chat, just have a look at the top and see if you're in Twat Chat. If you're in Twat Chat, swap it over to live chat and you keep up with everything we are doing. That's me only public information. Oh, what am I doing here? Move, take it back, my friend. Do. Is Graham got in? Oh, exactly. Graham's in chat, but he's playing with his AI girlfriend. We knew he was. We knew what you were doing, Graham. We knew that. Right, I can see you now. You see you now, James. So what I'm going to do is do a quick rundown of chat. Yeah, short hosted and later than normal. Yeah, it's because I forgot to give James bargains. So I had to sort them out. Fucking never organised. So we've got Billy Lee, we've got Kenny, we've got Nicky Maynard. Welcome, Mr. Intense. We've got Ben M. We also had Chris Earl earlier on. I did see that. Metal Vape, good evening. JVJ. Judith is on. Mike Haynes. Christopher L, which I said. Who else we got? Mr. Savage Simon. Craig D. And Kenny's lingering about somewhere. Martin Saunders, good evening. We're coming down. Going down the list.
Down.
Mr. Graham Net Reality with his AI girlfriend. And Adam, welcome, one and all. I think that's it. If I have missed you, Hanky's there as well. Hanky, do you know if you can be in chat? Come on, sure.
Yeah, might as well.
Fuckers. So we have got your normal stuff with just a little bit of chatting, and we've also got your bargains a bit later on. There's not a great deal out there. I've tried my hardest. So I hope you'll like some of them, but we'll see. There's some old stuff in there because I keep getting asking for old stuff. There's some coin in there. from our sponsor, which is Hip Hop Juice. So we have got some cotton in there to show you. He has got a couple of bits of cotton in there. He's got some swag in there, but I've got in for another cotton at a cheap price. So you can see that. So yes. So what we're going to do is we'll do a little bit of a buffet. And we'll start with James, seeing as you're only one here.
Right. I'm on the DigiFlavor Z1 kit. And in that, I have got the T-Juice Ready Stare. As well as that, I am the Vev on the mix. I would have had it on the other mod, but I ain't got any freshly charged batteries. That one's out the window at the moment. On some Drakes. Now I'm gonna butcher this one like Simon does. Crumblegrad.
Hip Hop.
I'm going for
Crumblegrad.
Yeah, Crumblegrad. It's a crumble.
It's a crumble. Is it a tobacco?
Well, you have a look at it. I don't know if you can.
It says, I can't really read it, mate. It says crumb of glad.
Yeah.
Crumb of glad? Don't know. Not a clue.
And that's me. And I would have passed it on to either Hanky or Luke or Graham, but and left us on the lurches type of thing. I'll pass it over to the boss, Mr. Benny.
Apparently, Craig says it's Krumovgrad. Krumovgrad. That's how you say it, Krumovgrad.
I'm a Yorkshireman, that's why.
Yorkshire, exactly. Well, you pretend Yorkshireman. It's East Coast, innit? Do you know what I mean? You was at Humberside at one point.
Yeah.
When you wanted to go on your own, then decided, no, we want to be back in Yorkshire and we'll call it East Yorkshire instead. So, drag 3 with the Arbiter 1 on top, and inside that I've got some, and I've been doing it. Forget that, it's not watermelon. It's actually, it said solid watermelon, but it's not that. It's some strawberry. I did some strawberry, so I did ultimate strawberry, some sweet strawberry, some strawberry sour, and some cotton candy, and some what is it, Buddha's hand in there, and it's quite nice actually. It's quite nice. See, Graham, I do mix.
What's Buddha's hand?
It's from Cult VSO. It's like a booster. It boosts your fruits. It's a little bit citrusy. But it's, like I say, I'm just going to mess around. I just knocked it up other day because I did some on the show.
So you want
a little bit of
52
mixing.
strawberries then?
I was going for 52. I decided to use 3. That's all I needed. That's all I needed, not 14. And I'm also on my new bit of the kit. Thank you very much to Simon for sending this through to me. It's the I think it's the Aspire Limux. Built-in battery, goes up to 80 watts or something. 3000 battery, and with the KSL Vapor Habu.
Now, have you put it in stock coil, or did you have go using the?
Yes. No, I've put it in stock coil just to use the stock coils up. To be fair, You'll never get them again because I have no idea what stock coils are. I did try and have a look and see if they were like a smock or but they don't. They look like the priority ones. The French, these have all come from a French stockist. Because you look on the back, and the Inikin one, it is Inikin, not Aspire, Inikin, is in French on the back, and so is the tanks in French. So I'm assuming that it's come from a French wholesaler that they were selling stuff off cheap, because the mod was only £9, and the tank was again £2.99. So, mix here. Hang up, Mick. All right, son.
Just making sure everything's working. 1 second. Yeah.
And I changed the dripstick because I didn't like the metal dripstick. So this is out of the Inikin. Cool. It comes with a cool fire. Is a slide or something like that? I don't know, but I nicked the drip tip off of that, so it looks better. So it looks really nice. Because the other one's like a metal drip tip that rattles your teeth. I didn't fancy that. And it comes with an RBA section for that. It comes with a little RBA section. So I thought
they're real tiny holes on it, though, aren't they?
Well, it's old school, isn't it? It's old school.
So
how are you then, Jude? If you're all right?
Very well, thank you. I thought I'd pop over and see how you are.
I'm all right.
I didn't know what you was up to. I've just finished work, so I looked on and I thought you looked a bit lonely there together, so I just go pop over and see the lads.
Thank you very much. What we're building, Mick, are we on? Are we finished off as? Are we finished off as?
It's there.
What is it?
Where is it?
It
I'm
was
in the way of it.
that.
I keep moving my head.
It was thinking of that song, wasn't it? That Lonely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I finished it last week. Thanks for not watching anything I do.
I did watch. I've watched 3 hours. I told you that. I've lost 3 hours of my life watching it.
Well, you haven't really, because just thinking. Did you watch a few adverts?
I did watch a few adverts. Yes.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for that.
So, what are you vaping on, Mick?
I've got the I'm feeling a bit Bill, really. Got the blue arbiter on top of there.
Ooh,
I've forgotten how good these are. I hadn't used it for a few weeks, and for probably well over a month. And as soon as you get it back in your hand, you realise that you're doing all right. Just got a little bit of this in there from a defunct company.
Fudge.
Well, they're always sort of welshing off every show they're supposed to be on. You know what I mean? Got all sorts of problems. It's like, anyway, that's what's in there. I've left the juice downstairs for that, so there's no point in telling you. Still vaping this. Rachel Rabbit from Dispergo. Bill 20 for 20% off over there. And it's still in the Drag 4 that Loki sent me.
Very nice.
I actually like these. I really do like these. I've never had one leak off that thing, so I don't know if they've changed the coils up a bit. I don't know, but and they last like 2-3 weeks, especially when you put the extension glass on.
Yeah, that's the only problem. If they don't come with extension glass, you like that matte tank I've got. I need to get one for that. It just plows through juice.
Yeah. The trouble is you sat there having a beer and you don't realise what you're doing. Next thing you get a dry hit and you look down, there's not a drop in it, because there's only about 5 chugs, isn't there?
Yeah, it's not much more than that when you get a stock coil that's only a 2 mil. They fill it up every 5 fucking seconds.
But have you noticed that once you put it into like a bubble glass, where it's like say 4.5, 5 mil, it's like 3 times, 4 times longer to drain.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They could have done with it being a little bit bigger even now. I think there's about 4.5 mil in it now, but it could do with a 6 really, because it does get through it. It's nice that it's got smart mode. Just so I actually got this one given, and I liked it that much. I bought another one. So.
Metal Vex says, "Oh, is that my Nuka-Cola from Triple Labs by any chance, Mike? Mick? Mike? Oh, it's Mike. Oh, well, Mikey was talking. I thought we were talking to you.
You see, wrong bloke. You're going to say I ain't got anything from Triple Labs.
I wasn't reading. I won't read it properly.
That's the Nano, isn't it? Cross Nano.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got that, and I've got some Dispergo's. I can't remember the name of it. Some salts. I found it in the cupboard where my wife puts things when I leave on the table. And it's lovely. It really is nice. It's like it's summer punch or something. It's lovely. But I was going to show you. I left the bottle downstairs, so I have to have some content tomorrow night on the show with Bill.
Yeah.
So that's about me, really. That's my life.
Yeah. Well, we were just about to talk about that. You might have seen my life's been a bit of an hectic this weekend. I lost my wallet.
Oh, Christ.
So
what's happened?
Well, I was on call out Thursday, Friday, and then goes to get. So obviously, I've had my work stuff on. I always put it in my left hand pocket, and goes to get up Saturday morning. Puts my trousers on. Goes to my work trousers to get my stuff out, my money and stuff, out. Puts my hand in my left pocket.
Wow.
No wallet.
Oh no.
I'm like, fuck, where's my wallet? I think, I'm hoping I've left it on top of a boiler because I was doing some servicing on, so I had to write a warning notice out, and my gas card's in there, so I took it out. I think I've left it on top of the boiler. I'm hoping so anyway. If not, then I have no idea where it's gone. So I didn't realise how stressful. And luckily, it's got my bank card in it. It hasn't got my bank card in it. I had 60 quid in it, but my bank card, because I've got my bank card on my phone, I don't take my bank card out with me anymore. So I ain't got my bank card in there, but it's got my gas card in it. It's got my fuel card for work. It's got my national insurance number that I've had since I was 16 in there. Do you know what I mean? So it's got some like my national insurance number is my sentimental bit because I've had it since I was 16. The same card. Yeah, it's fucked. It's in pieces nearly. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
have you got a copy of that?
I haven't got a copy. Yeah, well, I know my number. I just have to.
Right.
So I know my number anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So because
they even send you one now. To be fair,
I don't know, but I do know my number off by heart anyway. Do you know what I mean?
So I've got mine written all over the place. I've got a folder and it's written on the front, on the back, because there's certain things that you ring up for and they go, oh, what's your national insurance number? And before you used to go rooting through all your accounts. Oh, I don't bloody know it.
Yeah, so I do know that, but it's like my other cards are bits that are, you know, like my skills card and things like that, and my first aid card, and you know, there's bits in it, you know, and like I say, I had my emergency £20 note in my little zip pocket, just in case you get a lot. So that was, if I had 40 quid in, it's 20 quid in a thing. So I'm hoping it's on top of my boiler. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping I'll go in the morning and it'll be still there, sat on the boiler. If not, then I only went to 3 places, so one of them I didn't kneel down at all because it was just to fix some eating, and the other one was a service, but that's in a library. But I've got to pick the keys up from Halifax to go to this library to open up to go in. So I don't know. So yeah, I'm not. So it's been a bit like, fuck it.
It sounds like it's the first one you said, doesn't it, really?
Yeah, I'm hoping so. I'm hoping it's still on boiler, but I'm not sure. So
Good
yeah,
evening, everybody in chat, by the way. Good evening.
And then it's just pissed it down today, hasn't it? So it's been a bit fucking miserable all day.
It's not been the best. Friday was good in my job, and then last night was very disappointing. And then today's not been particularly good. I pulled it round at the end with a few decent jobs, but it's not been amazing.
Friday you should have been out because a lot of teachers had been out from schools, well, because all schools have finished. So all teachers were on piss, weren't they?
But I think a lot of what's happened is a lot of people's gone on holiday. That's the other thing.
They've fucked up, haven't they? Yeah. They've
it's a week before payday as well, so it's not always, you know.
Yeah. So
people going on holiday next week or something like that.
Well, they said Monday is the busiest day for holidays. Apparently, this weekend, but Monday especially for going away on holiday.
Normally it's Saturday, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's usually the Saturday after the kids break up is the busiest day flying normally.
Yeah,
it might have changed
as long as you're not going to birds.
Well, funnily enough, I was taking somebody to the airport on Wednesday who were going there.
Really?
Texted me last night at midnight saying, we won't be flying on Wednesday. And I thought, well, I took them somewhere the other day. I can't tell you too much because obviously privacy. And the little girl went very well, and she's quite famous for not being very well every time they go away. And I thought, oh no, she hadn't caught something and she can't fly or something. Anyway, I don't watch the news, and then when I flicked through it, it said about roads. The 19,000 people that moved off roads, haven't they?
Yeah, they said I was listening to radio, and they've not really told them all, have they?
Haven't they?
No, they've sort of said, right, there you go, there's an aeroplane, and no one knows when they're going, what day they're coming back on, or whatever. So it's a bit shit if you go on holiday and you can't, or you booked it and you're going on holiday, innit?
I've not to slag anybody off, but you've got to sometimes. TUI, I've found them the worst people in the world. I would never book with them now because most of the stories are about TUI, and you find out I've flown to lots and lots of places, and I've flown to lots and lots of places with TUI. And what normally happens with it, if there's any sort of a problem with TUI, as soon as anything happens to the plane before you get on it, you look round and there isn't a member of staff anywhere. They clear off for as long as they possibly can.
Really?
And then they keep trickling crap information through, and then they'll say to you, "Oh, we've got some vouchers. You get them from over there." And there's 250 people all queuing up for an £8 voucher for a cup of tea.
Yeah,
and and we've had it a few times with them. We've had a delay for 9 hours. Then they flew us to a different airport in the UK. Then flew back over the top of Manchester and went to Dominican Republic. All sorts of things, and in the end, we don't bother.
Yeah, Ben, that's what we're on about. It's been cleared out for wildfires, which is obviously they're having some fantastic weather, aren't they, in Europe at the moment? It's really hot.
It's not really fantastic, is it, when it gets to that heat?
Coming into about 40s, are they?
Yeah.
Well, Turkey's up in like 50 odds, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, that's all sand anyway, isn't it?
Well, I don't know. It was 42. It was about 37 when I went. It's nice, it's Turkey, but it's fucking when it's hot, it's fucking hot.
Yeah, it's seriously hot.
Do you know what I mean? It was hot when we were there at 37. I thought that was hot, and that was on a night at like 10 o'clock. It was 37. Do you know what I mean? And then obviously you've got it now where it's just, but they're all saying it. I don't know if you've heard adverts on it about your cigarette butts and that lot. Don't throw them out of your car windows and things like that.
Anyway, yeah.
You know, because
you're safe here. You can chuck as many as you want out.
Well, it's disposables now that getting chucked out a window, isn't it?
No, don't talk about disposables. Fucking all you ever hear, isn't it? Disposables. Let's all ban disposables. Let's all ban cigarettes first, and then we'll get round to it.
Yeah, exactly. Adam, well done. He's been off for the Stinkies for 10 years.
Well done, mate. Congratulations.
Well done. He's saying, how long has everybody else been off of them?
I was 7 years this year. 7
7
years,
years?
18th of January, 7 years. No, I mean, you can't say I was completely free because I had one a year for probably 3 years. But I wouldn't think I'm at the point now where if somebody lights up, I walk away because I can't stand the smell.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't like the smell of it. I don't like it when people, when they've been outside and they come back in and you can stink it on them. You think, that stinks. That absolutely stinks.
The lines are like going, did I used to smell like that?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Don't realise.
But everybody else did as well, because everybody used to go in pubs and it was full of it. And I remember when they said they were going to ban it in pubs, I thought, it's disgraceful. It's stopping people doing what they want to do. But when you actually look into it properly, when you're not on that side, if you know what I mean, I wouldn't say I'm on the other side, but when you're not actually fighting for that corner, when you actually look into it, it's basically fumes that you're inhaling. I mean, you do get the smoke, but you're actually inhaling toxic fumes.
Yeah. Well, that's what happened to what were him record breakers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Isn't it? He'd never smoked in it. What were they called? Him.
Roy Castle.
Roy Castle. Yeah, he'd never smoked in his life.
No.
And he'd been in there and been in clubs when everybody was smoking. So we've got Mr. Intense's 10 years. Everywhere to their own, as when we're after Stinkies. 28th of September 2017, Craig D, whenever that was. Billy, 2 years, 4 months. Mike Haynes, 8 years. Nicky Maynard, 10 years, 7 months.
Well
done. Ben saying about mum's cig-free, wife still has the odd one when she's had a drink and it smells me, yeah. And he's been off 23 seconds.
Yeah, he has a sneaky one. He has to nip out the cupboard for one when he's casting.
JBJ saying 2011, I stopped the Stinkies 13 years ago. Net saying 3 years, 9 months. That could be his AI girlfriend that said that, though.
That's not really him, definitely not.
Yeah. Cloud Chucker's 12 years. Well, JD's 4.5 years.
Oh, no. Yeah. Amazing.
So,
it doesn't matter whether you're 10 years, 10.5 years, or 3 days, so long as you're.
It don't matter, does it? You've gone down the transition. It takes. Got Marty Saunders 9 years. Metal Vates is coming up to 6. Scott Wood 6.5 years.
Yeah.
Yep, Scott, you're all right. So yeah,
he still steams a bit though, Scott, doesn't he? Especially when
he does. Yeah.
To a Madge.
Yeah. I'm about 8 myself properly.
I'm 4.
Paul saying 6 years since my stroke. Sorry about Chris Earl. 6 years, 7 months.
It's surprising how many people how many people it takes something bad to happen. Like, I've had an heart attack, so I've stopped smoking.
Yes. Ben M saying should be 20 months, but been unlocked key and working on his keyboard. But it's good that people are. It does prove that it does work, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? And if like I say, whether you've been off 6 months, 2 months, a year, you're making that transition. The hardest part is making that transition in it. You've got to want to. And I tell everybody this: there's no point going into it if you don't want to do it, because you won't do it. Do you know what I mean? You just won't.
Same with any addiction.
Yeah.
Alcohol, drugs.
Yeah.
And if your missus start nagging you to quit smoking, tell her to fuck off.
Oh, yeah. Well, you can't.
Where?
You won't. Yeah, you won't do it. There's no good sneaking for. Wow.
Craig D stopped trolling 1st of February 2023.
He did, yeah. So now he's gone to broadcasting and complaining.
Drama, son. Drama. It's gone on to drama, son.
I ain't quite heard. I've heard most. I've got the gist of it. That's why I thought I'd pop on, because apparently there's a thing about recycling your guests.
Here's recycled guests, yeah.
So here I am. Recycled.
Unfortunately, we have friends, not recycled. We have friends. Do you know what I mean?
No, there's no such thing as friends, is there?
It's click. It's a click, apparently. It's a click. That's apparently what it is. It's a click. It's a big fucking click when there's quite a few of us. Do you know what I mean?
You sat in the bar having a drink. It's a big fair click, that.
It's a big fair click when there's fucking 20 of us, isn't there? Looking all out having a beer. Do you know what I mean?
All sat in a restaurant laughing at each other.
Do you know what I mean? It's the biggest click in fucking world.
I suppose there is groups where you've got people that get on better with each other. You do sort of, if you walk, it's like I've always said, if I walked in the expo and you and James were there, you'd be the first people to walk to. And if Graham was there as well, and stuff like that. But you know, you're still mates with everybody else. But you do have it's the same in your normal life before you went to the
exactly,
internet.
exactly.
You have you know, friends that you like, and then you have friends that you really like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
So Marty Sonner says, if anyone wants an advert for vaping, mum had cancer and has got chest clinic. In a month of vaping, lung capacity went up to 28%.
Yeah, Bill's the same. But Bill had some nodules or something in his lungs. He'll tell you the story about. And they were worried about him when he was smoking. They said, you probably ought to stop doing that. And so he did. And they never got any bigger.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But that is one of the first feelings you get. I remember sort of thinking that my lungs had changed size by twice.
Yeah.
You know, they felt massive. And that's wheezing. I was wheezing terribly in the end. And just, you know, but it did take me, it was a long, long time for me. It was 10 months, I think, before I actually felt any, you know, because it was driving me insane up until that point. But it was I remember it being in the November, which was my 50th birthday, and we were away. And I could remember it sort of lifting, because it was all I ever thought about until that point was smoking.
Yeah.
After I'd stopped. And you know, I'd start chugging. All of a sudden, I'd have a massive urge, and then I'd get 12 milligram and just keep going like that until it went away.
Yeah. Benham says, I think the key to find the right device, Jew used with a Jew for 6 months before I got a DTL mod. Didn't pick up a fag after that. Metal Vape still smells them from... So Grateful Ant says, I smell next door cigs. I love the smell if I fancy one every so often. Metal Vape gets a craving now. I just take 5 hits of my mod and it calms the craving. Billy had sleep apnea and it scared the hell out of me for years, but a week after I quit smoking, it disappeared. First flavour, Craig D says, springing up with content, son. Content for us.
First flavour for me was tobacco.
Tobacco, mine was strawberry.
Mine wasn't.
Lambert and Butler. You know when they used to what you call it?
That was the one. Yeah.
Go to a vape shop and you had the choice of Lambert and Butler, Benson Edges, and all that, and the actual juices.
Mine was supposed to be Marlboro, but it smelled like curry.
Yeah,
it's fucking horrible.
Yeah, I didn't fancy it. I got a strawberry, and that's why I do strawberries now, because I really like the taste of strawberry.
That's what actually got me off, was strawberries and champagne from. I can never remember it. What did they call it? That strawberries and champagne one. I vaped it for 2 years and I loved it, and then I stopped doing it. Oh God, I can never remember what they call it. I've got another bottle of it here. I've got an empty bottle. I keep wanting to say Suicide Bunny, but it wasn't that. Galactica, Space Jam, Space Jam Galactica. Yeah, and they run out of that, and you couldn't get it anymore. They stopped making it, and I went on to Pinkman by Vapes.
Do you know that's helped a load of people? That and Eisenberg. What is it? Savvy Simon says Eisenberg. Craig D's second one was strawberry. Mr. Intense, tobacco and RY4. Billy Lee's blueberry. Mike Haynes were on the Cartamize, which didn't do the job. But then I got my first TCL, and the day I never had another smoke.
Yep.
Kenny's still on 88 vape menthol.
Yeah.
Metal Vape, first flavour I had was a straight apple at 30 milligram. Yeah, could eat RI4. Adam was on vape 24 milligram for first year or two, was the only thing that's fought the cravings. Of course, we were only vaping at 10 watts back then. MD, I'm opposite. I quit 12 years ago, and 3 years ago I got diagnosed with emphysema, bronchiolitis, and heart disease. I'm blaming silica wick. Blame silica wicks. Yeah, that's what it was.
What we've also got to remember is these things were coming anyway because of your lifestyle for years. I mean, if you eat fatty food, you give yourself acid reflux, and that's what I suffer from now, acid reflux. Yeah,
exactly. It is what you eat in it. Do you know what I mean? If you get acid reflux, it's what you eat. Do you know what I mean?
Or what you've eaten.
Oh, what you've eaten, pasties. If I eat a lot of pasties, I get acid reflux.
I can't eat. I never touch one. Never touch
really
pasties.
Yeah.
No, not now. I avoid, like fresh cream cakes because the pastry, that sets me off.
Yeah, that usually sets it off. I had indigestion once where I went to hospital because I thought I'd have an heart attack.
Yeah,
that bad.
that's it. Yeah.
And they give me 2 shots of morphine. I were off my tits. It were great. And then
But you've been
they
back
said,
loads of times, haven't you?
I said, yeah, but yeah, fucking hell, give me that. Every time you go back, there's no wrong with you. We've put ECG on you, fine.
Yeah, stop it. Yeah.
This one like that one, I'm fucking, it was killing me. 24 hours, it absolutely killed. I ended up sleeping on the fucking fireplace with my head like that.
Wow.
Because I couldn't sit down. Every time I sit down, my chest would start fucking killing me. And I proper thought I would have an heart attack. I thought I were gonna. It just, when you get indigestion, it was just sort of half, it was sort of there in the middle, do you know what I mean? But it wouldn't go. Normally, if I've had a drink of Coke and a burp,
Yeah.
it goes, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Or I take a thing and it goes, and it just wouldn't go.
Yeah,
It just wouldn't go.
Yeah.
It were there constantly. And
Can you remember what you'd eaten?
do you know what I did? Yeah, I do actually know what I'd eaten. But just before I went to bed, I ate 3 Quality Streets.
Yeah, yeah, that's possibly it. Yeah,
3 Quality
chocolate's
Streets.
one of the worst, isn't it? Because it depends. Dark chocolate's even worse for it because there's a lot more fat in it. That's what does me.
I know exactly, like I said, that's exactly what it was. It was some Quality Streets I had before I went to bed.
I mean, my diet now is quite bland, to be honest. Compared, I just avoid most things because it's just not worth it, really.
Yeah.
See, my dad's got the opposite attitude. I mean, he's on a pacemaker. It's like, say, he's burns through and fat air, but in 2 or 3 years, the lifespan of them, and they're supposed to last for 10 years.
Yeah.
Mm.
Sleep apnea, diabetic. Like I say, he's got a nice long list.
Yeah.
But his attitude is, he goes, well, I'm going to die at some point. I might as well enjoy what I've got left and eat what I want.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's the only problem with that is it will come. And and it's like you sort of think, like when you get grandkids and stuff like that, you think, I want to be about to see them. You know what I mean? I don't want to. I mean, my dad's 87 next month. Last year he was really poor, and he said, I don't want to go, it's too much to do. That was it.
Metal Vape farted in the church when he had indigestion, and it's what was that? Oh, Hanky's coming on now. Hey, Hanky.
Morning.
It sounded like an A10 warthog. So they were brilliant. You imagine that in the middle of a church and everybody's quiet.
I was watching the Saturday show last night, and I was asking Herb, if you were in church and you got a bit of gas, would you? He said, I'd just do it. I'd wait while the quiet bit so everybody could hear.
Yeah.
Said, fuck them. That was a good show, that.
Yeah. Paul said, when I'm in hospital with a stroke, my doctor brought me a smock pen with strawberry juice. Never touched the fag since.
Brilliant. Your doctor bought you a bloody hell.
Yeah.
They were tight asses then.
Yeah.
So Emily said, yeah, definitely I'd be dead as fuck. My chest consult and he's mega pro vaping.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Yeah.
Oh, JVJ's must be his birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday for whenever
tomorrow.
it is.
Happy birthday to Luke for tomorrow. It's his birthday tomorrow. He's Luke.
Oh, yeah. 21 is a marvellous age.
Yeah.
Be like that with his finger, right?
Yeah.
He'll be having a balm cake.
Oh, it was that one, wasn't it? His index one.
Yeah.
They're picking his nose now.
Exactly. No, he chopped his finger, didn't he? He had to have it some frozen off and done. You all right, Hanky?
Yeah, I'm getting there. I'll just show you something.
What?
What?
What's that?
Yeah,
a new computer?
Brand new.
Look at that.
That's
a new graphics card.
That's a 1070 Ti.
Yeah, I've got the GTX.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I've just fitted it. I've just actually fitted it tonight.
Oh, did you get the new one, Mick? Did you get the new one?
Yeah, well, I've had a bit of a job with it because I didn't really know what I was doing, so I shoved it in. Didn't work, so I complained bitterly to everybody, and I went, "Well, you haven't really put it in right. You need to delete the drivers before you put, So I deleted the drivers, tried it again, and it worked. And then yesterday, I plugged the microphone in, and everything went waffy. Everything sort of rolling and wouldn't work right. And in the end, I took it back out again. And I thought I'll just use. I've got it booked in for Wednesday to be fitted properly. And so I took it back out again. plugged it back in, and everything's still rolling again. So I just sat there with my dinner, and I thought, well, it was only since you plugged the microphone in. When I look, you're supposed to put the microphone, with it being a audio box, into a 2.0, and I plugged it into a 3.1, and that was interfering with the computer. So it kept changing speakers. The picture was rolling, everything, absolutely everything.
Right.
So,
Is it all right now?
Yeah. Well, I think so. Does it sound all right? There's no noises coming through.
Yeah. So have you put your graphics card back in now then?
Yeah, it's in now. Yeah.
Well, you don't have to book it in for out then, do you?
No, I'm going to cancel it tomorrow. But obviously, it was yesterday when I booked it.
Yeah, it's not. It's not an ad. No,
but if you're not used to doing anything like that normally, and you've got all these problems, it was only I suddenly thought, because when you get these Sonus audio boxes, you have to download some software to actually marry everything up. So it's got to go back in the same hole as you used before.
We all with the MSI club, are we?
MSI.
You, me,
no,
Benny.
No, mine's not. Mine's an Asus.
Mine's Asus. Yeah, Asus.
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 What's your...
Asus.
Oh, yeah.
Asus.
Asus. Yeah, it works. It seems to work brilliant. I did it as soon as I got it plugged in. I'd got when I've been putting the videos from one channel to the other, I've got a half-an-hour video that I'd already downloaded. So I chucked that into the editing software and rendered it. And when I did it before, it took 20 minutes, and now it takes 2.
Yeah, honestly, it's a lot. It's a lot better with a better graphics card for rendering.
Yeah.
Billy is 37 on Tuesday or Wednesday. Happy birthday!
Wow.
Tuesday. Happy birthday for you on Tuesday. So...
We'll have to say it again tomorrow night, because chances are she'll be announced.
Yeah.
Mm.
I was going to do some model building tonight, and then I changed my mind. I thought I'd come talk to you instead.
Thank you very much.
So what are you building?
It depends what you're changing.
What are you building now, Mick?
An excavator.
An excavator. He's just done a forklift.
I've done a forklift. We're going down that theme for a while until I get a bit better at it, because you can start to get up to 50 quid a model, and I'm going through the cheap ones before I get to that.
I would go for that owl clock. That's nice.
Yeah, but some now.
It's got to go under a camera. That's the other thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's got to be something.
The other thing is, Mick, you've set a trend off now, because we've had Skull Shaver, and Luke did a comparison between an orange drink from Aldi and an orange drink that's a keen thing.
But Pellegrino, you can tell he's got on some money just up in Pellegrino.
Yeah,
nobody else can afford it. It's a posh water flavored. Well, it's just water. San Pellegrino, isn't it? That's where the genuine stuff is. But
right,
as usual, he had to buy one to compare it by, so he's obviously got loads of cash.
He does gardening, doesn't he? So, oh, mate, so happy birthday for yesterday. We're 38 yesterday.
Yeah. Congratulations, happy birthday.
Congratulations for yesterday, mate.
It's getting more like Grim Green, isn't it? Shall we get sing him a song?
Yeah. Do we have to do skip around the room? Skip around the room. Skip around the room.
July birthdays. I'm November, and a lot of people are born around the 10th of November. And apparently, if that happens, you're a Valentine's baby. So I don't know what happens. What's 9 months before July?
Do you what Kaiser put?
It did, yes. It says, Hanky, why do you always look like a homeless person that needs a good wash?
Need a good wash. It's because my camera's that clear, it's showing true. But I should have put a filter on.
Where's your? You haven't got a picture on the back here. Have you got them loaded in yet?
No. I've just been messing about today and that lot. It's only been up properly today, and I stayed up all night and everything. And
that, while I'm actually on it, that would be an interesting test. That, because before, if you put anything on behind Zoom, it didn't really like it very much with that other graphics card. So would it change it if you? I mean, that just blurs it.
It's not letting me put no graphics on. It did on the other thing, but it's not letting me put no graphics on this one.
Mick, Mike's saying nearly bought you a steam engine, but it was classed as an expert level and £90.
No. No. Let's not
3 months worth of content, that.
Tyler, you all right, mate?
Do I look homeless?
No.
I'm going to put...
Well, not when you're in your house.
You cheeky bastard.
Yeah.
Well, how can you be homeless if you're in your house?
Yeah. Mission says October, November must be the shagging season due to the cold weather. Yeah, I think it was in them days we're keeping people warm.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Somebody's just timed Kaiser out.
All right, it's Kenny.
Get in here.
Not sure about that.
Kenny, we can take that spanner off you, mate. I can take that spanner.
What you've got to remember is everybody's entitled to an opinion.
Exactly. Spanners can come and go. So what you vaping on, Hanky?
Oh, nothing really. Just the thing. It's a mess in here. I've got 6 keyboards in front of me. Don't even ask.
All right.
All my other computers.
I don't want to know. You don't want to know. You didn't fucking say don't want to ask.
All my other computers just went out. I got the iMac down there. I got that. It's a fucking tip in here. Everything's piled up behind me, all there, and it's a fucking mess.
Here we go.
But
Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
Right. No, but I'm just vaping on the normal dog pose, Oxford. I'm just sat in here now for the night. So it's weird, isn't it? When you get somebody new and it's not the same as before, you're all out of sorts, ain't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a bit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
You don't like it.
Well, it's like years ago, I used to work in a group. If your car broke down, somebody would always lend you their car. And trying to do your job in somebody else's car didn't happen. Everything's in the wrong place. Seat doesn't feel right. Takes you, you're only half doing it.
Yeah. I hate it when I have to set my van in for a service because I get E's van, which were mechanic's van, which were one of our old vans that he bought off at firm. But it's fucked. But when you're driving around in it, it's just because it's that old and knackered.
Yeah.
It's just like you've got nothing in it. Bill, you all right?
Bill.
You've got nothing in the van. So when I go look for something, there's no fucking there. Do you know what I mean?
But and it's surprising how many times you go to that place. I mean, I always used to keep my wallet on a Skoda, just near where you need it. There's a little drawer. You just pull a lever and it comes down like that. And I always used to keep my wallet in there. And the amount of times, even now, and I entered that since a year last March, I'll go to get my wallet out of there, even though it's not even there. There isn't even a drawer there. You know,
a drawer there, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I tell you what,
I'll get in.
Go on, sorry, mate, go on.
I'll get in and try and start the car with a key, and it's got a push button.
Yeah. Handbrakes get me. Handbrake, because my van's not got an handbrake. No, my van's not got an handbrake. It's electronic. Yeah. So, but then when I get in the car, that's got an handbrake. Yeah, well, the thing is, I have done that. Started to drive, started in reverse. I thought, fucking, what's up with this? It's not got. Oh, fuck, handbrake. I've gone to a petrol station. I forgot to put the handbrake on.
Mine obviously is automatic, so I'll just put mine in park, unless I park it in a car park, and then I'll put the handbrake on in case somebody gives it a nudge and breaks the gearbox. But it's very, very rare I ever use it.
How do you find the automatic? I've never drove an automatic.
I love them. Yeah, I love them. I've had quite a few of them. I used to rent them in Spain on purpose because you've got less to do when you're going down the wrong side of the road, if you know what I mean, and you're trying to concentrate. But I got it by choice this time. I bought it by choice. I decided I was going to have one. And they're lovely. The only problem is obviously there's $4,000 worth of gearbox if it goes wrong. Yeah. But there's $4,000 worth of manual gearbox on the car.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you do all with manual gearbox.
Yeah. You ready for this? Ready? Hold on. Watch.
It looks quite tidy. You've got it tidied up nice.
It's not even finished. It's a frigging pigsty.
Anybody looking for a keyboard? Give Hanky a shout. It's got 6 for sale.
I promised Julia I'll get it tidied up when she comes in and does her makeup and hair in the morning.
Something's got his granddaughter stopping with him. He's doing his head in. I bet a lot of people will be like that with holidays, won't they? All grandkids will be around.
Yeah, I'm going to have a new one. I'm going to have another one in the next couple of weeks.
You are, yeah. How's everything at home? How is everything?
She's doing all right. She's still waiting. Obviously, she's going to have a baby, and then she's got to have radiotherapy and chemotherapy.
Oh, bless. When's the baby due?
She's got to be born by August the 12th because of the chemo.
Right.
You've got to have radiotherapy. You've got not to have any open wounds. So it's obviously she's going to be born by cesarean. And then they've got the womb's got to heal up so she can have radiotherapy.
Oh, bless.
Oh, granddaughter's 38. Oh, I bet she's a nightmare.
Yeah. But she's not at school now, is she? School holidays isn't out.
Yeah. She is, but she's a teacher.
yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
Here's the question: do you still give her pocket money?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. Do you still pick up after everything?
Yeah.
Run round after her.
Yeah. Skin, you all right, mate?
Hello, Skim.
No, it's good.
How's you? I hope you are well. So, yeah. So, what we're going to do then is we'll throw a few bargains up because I've got a few to show off tonight. They're not great. They're not great because, like I say, there's only a few little bits about. But in that period where it's...
Nothing, is there?
No.
Nothing coming out from any companies, nothing.
There's I've been in talks with Vaping because he keeps throwing some up on Twitter, some good deals. Like he had a Met mod that I've showed off before. That's up at, like, if you bought it, the Met mod, it's a one with unicorn, and I don't know what it's called. But anyway, he was throwing in tools, cotton, fucking everything to get it started with the Met mod.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? So I thought, oh, that'd be good to shout out. But then when I messaged him, he's like, well, that was last night, mate. So I'm like, mate, just let me know. And if you've got all in your bargains, I'll put it up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, if I think it's good enough, then you know what I mean? Yeah. You know. So, right. We'll put the little bumper up.
Skim's got 7 kids at home.
Oh, fucking 7? You not got a tally?
That causes argument, that, Benny.
What, tell me?
What's it? What's that?
I don't. I just give the controls to Julie all the time now. Just watch
Yeah.
what she watches.
Here we go. We're on. We're back on, James.
I need to go to screen share.
Benny's bargain.
So over at UK Vape Claims, I haven't been on there for a while, but they've got their Argos GT2 mod in silver grey for $32.52. Is an 18651. It has. I've looked around and they're still holding the price of these about 50 quid. I think grey hairs and some places like I've got about 38, but this is 32.52 if you're fancying a new mod. Vupu Argos GT2 mod in silver grey. They've got it in lime green as well. They've only got it in them 2 colours. But yeah, so if you're after the new mod, you might fancy that one. They're not too bad at UK. We bought from them, haven't we, Mick?
Did we?
That were the Purge X. That way you got the Purge X for the tenner.
Yeah, they came really quick. Yeah, spot on. Good.
Yeah.
Vouch for them. They're a good company.
Yeah, so definitely we bought from them if you do fancy it. And they've also got on, if you fancy a tank to go with it, they've got the Freemax Fireloop 3 tank in resin black. They've got it in red and something else. They've got a few Freemaxes on there if you want to have a look, but this is £12.72.
My coils used to last ages in them.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I still use them.
Yeah.
Well, mine's a mesh Pro, but I presume it's the same colour, isn't it?
Same,
Yeah, well, same, yeah. So, like I say, for £12.72, I didn't think that was too bad, to be honest with you. They have got, like I say, they've got some other ones on there if you want to have a look through. I'll just go click on the tanks and it comes up. They've got quite a few of them. They've got some for the tenner, but I thought this would have better for a Fireloop 3 tank.
Do they come with 2 coils?
2 coils, yeah.
Yeah, they will, yeah.
Yeah, it's the
2 coils.
2 and the 0.15.
That's
Yeah.
good, that.
You've got your money
Yeah.
back, haven't you?
Exactly, for
Straight
12
away.
quid.
Yeah.
12 quid. Billy bargain.
Billy bargain.
That's better than Blumpkin's bargains, that.
Over at Vape Time, they've got the Goliath RTA. Someone asked about old stuff. Goliath RTA by UD for a tenner. It has been out a while. Obviously, UD, you don't say much of them. That's an old school thing, single coiler.
That's something I'd use, I'll be honest.
Paul,
Yeah,
you all right, mate?
I like that. I like that. I mean, you just obviously put the coil in across that airflow and off you go.
Yep. So for a tenner, it's worth. I don't know anything about these. Some of these ones I don't know about the company. Just be aware. But yeah, seem legit. They've got a telephone number if you need to call them. And that is £10. Over at Ohms, you've got the Indestructible RD. I think I might have showed this off before, but I'm 100% sure. By Jabo Designs. Old school, $8.99.
Going to be old school at that, isn't it?
It is old school.
Yeah.
In fact, it's old school because they've got the video from Vaping Biker on there.
Wow, yeah.
So that's how old school it is. I think that came with the you could get it with a Noisy Cricket V1.
Really?
I think that came with. I think that came with the noise. You could buy it as a kit with the Noisy Cricket V1.
It'd be perfect buy that if you could get your, because the problem is obviously 22 mil RDAs. Some of them is actually managing to get series coils in, because obviously the version 1 is series, just series.
Yeah.
So you need a bit of room to get them in. So obviously they must fit in there.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So over at Vape Outlet, they've got the Geek Vape Z RDA tank for £10.29. Colour they've got is gunmetal. That's all they've got.
Not a bad colour anyway, gunmetal.
No. So I thought for a £10.29, it's not too bad. Like I say, I'm just having a look around. Don't know who they are. Vape Outlet. But for the tenner. Exactly, I had an old school post. Well, someone they were asking for old school stuff, so Metal Vape's got 2 of them UD Goliath tanks, really good, but you've got to build super small 2.5 coils. Yeah, because it's old school.
Yeah.
Right, so over at Hip Hop Juice, if you go over there, you can get the Danvape Watt-On Mesh Sub-Ohm tank for $12.99.
Or if you buy 2, you can get it for £11.68.
Yeah. So
if you buy 11 to 15, you could have it for just over a tenner.
Exactly. So if you fancy that, Big Ben's cupboard, yeah. So yeah, the Watt-On Mesh Sub-Ohm tank for £12.99, 13 quid. If you fancy one, that'll come with same 2 coils. But for £13, I don't think that's too bad. I think that takes a smock. If you click on the coil, I think they're smock coils that are in that. They do look like a smock coil, yeah. I think they're a smock coil in that one. So you still be able to get the coils for them.
What, the Baby Beast ones?
Something like that, yeah. Yeah, they do look like that.
Yeah, it does. In actual fact, it looks very smocky, the tank itself, doesn't it, with the colours of that?
Yes. But if you do go over, you might be able to use N.U.V.S 10 for 12% off. It may come off of that. I don't know. You have to have a look. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
I'll give it a try in a few minutes.
Yeah.
You want to just read that? Can you say what Mr. Intensen's put?
Yeah, Mr. Intensen. My son wore a Just Stop Oil t-shirt as an experiment for the last couple of days. So far, he's been spat at, punched, a bottle thrown at him. Be interested to see what happens when he leaves the house.
I love that's my sense of humor. That brilliant.
Yeah. Over there, someone asked about cotton. You can go over to Hip Hop Juice. They've got Cotton Gods organic wicking cotton for £2.89. So if you bought
stuff.
Do I use it? I didn't particularly like the Cotton Gods. They have got swag on there as well. If you like swag, they've got some Fireball cotton strips in there. Swag's £3.29 if you want swag. But yeah, so if you wanted that, Cotton Gods, if you do like Cotton Gods, they've got some Fireball cotton strips on there as well. But yeah, for £2.89, Cotton Gods. It's not too bad.
If you're on a budget, it's got to be a bargain.
Exactly. Right, over at Cheap Vape, if you are going on holiday and you wanted to take something with you could buy 3 iJoy Mystique disposable mesh tanks black for £5.85.
I've still got one of them, believe it or not.
So yeah, so if you're going on holiday, you want to take one with you, and you don't want to take a tank with you, take one of them.
Cracking idea.
Do you know what I mean? For £5.85, can't go wrong there.
And they're not bad flavour either. They do taste, I don't know how you describe it, like plasticky.
Because of plastic, yeah.
Yeah, the taste a bit fake. Or I don't know what the exact word is to describe it, but it's not the same experience as you get with a glass tank. But to go on holiday with.
To go on holiday, yeah. That's what I thought. People who go on holiday, you can just go on holiday for a £5 for 3 of them. And,
especially if you've got a mod that charges up, with that external, but with internal batteries, that'd be a perfect setup because you don't take anything. Just that.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking, that, you could get some little cheap internal battery mod.
Yeah.
Take it with you.
$199.
It's $199, yeah. They've also got over there, they've got Hell Vape Destiny RTA colour. This is the Matte SS and Ultim. They have got one in another colour as well, if you have a look. Bit of it, we had to go through this site because it were they listed it, didn't list the colours all separately.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But this is £19.43. So £19.43, which I didn't think was too bad.
Bunny'd like that. She loves a bit of Ultim.
All right, Cloud Chucker says, thanks, Benny. I love cotton golds. It's usually cost me $4.99. I'm going to stock up.
So he's getting
Right.
the 11 to 15 then.
yeah, 11 to 15. Right, so on this one, because Shrek has got his new collaboration with Shy Tots, you can go get his original one, which is the Stripple Reborn. Well, it's Stripple that he brought out. This is Reborn. It's the same sort of thing. This is the 30ml short concentrate, £4.88. And if you want to try what his original recipe was that he won at a competition with, you can get this for £4.88. So I thought I'd shout that out to Shrek because he's got his new one out. With his 14 strawberry. Well, I keep having a dig. I'm only joking, mate, with 40 strawberries. But yeah, I thought you could check out this one if you wanted to try it out. He did do Stripple. I think Stripple Reborn is just what is it of it? But yeah, you could go try this out if you want to try some at Shrek's. But $14.88 for that. So there you are. Hanky's gone. See you later, mate.
He did put some in chat, but I couldn't see it because of the sidebar.
So
I didn't see it.
What's he put?
Oh, his phone's died.
All right, fair enough.
But does he use that as his camera?
I think yeah. No problems, mate. No problems.
Get yourself on CEX, get 70 quid or 60 quid, you can get yourself one of these stream cam. 320, you can get yourself a bloody DSLR.
DSLR, yeah.
That's all you're going to use it for. Bag.
So, Martin Son says, I miss screwing. No problems, mate. I miss screwing stock coils prefer to PMP style, yeah. But yeah, there's not a great deal out there. But like I say, go over there and check out his cotton. You can get his cotton. Like I say, they have got swag, and I think that's £3.29 for the tin.
And that's always 5 or 6 quid, isn't it?
Exactly. So it's worth going over and have a look.
I do like that for certain things, and I can't actually remember what I used it for, but there's certain things because swag's got a bit of a coarseness to it, so it aerates real well. And there's one particular RDA that I put it in, and it works really, really well with that stuff. When I first bought it, I didn't like it, but
well, I've started using this.
Fireball, is that the Aguilas?
Yeah, that's the shoelace one. But it comes with different ones in this. Is a multi-pack one. So, Sean Money says, what was the first website called, please?
It's UK Vape Clearance.
UK
Vape Clearance.
I'll drop the link in chat for that.
Are you allowed to do that, Mr. Vapes?
Yeah, of course I am. I'm allowed to do anything I want.
Don't be getting yourself in trouble.
Well, I've got myself in trouble. Do you know what I mean?
There we go. We started the great cotton debate. If you're every bit short of content, just say, I prefer this cotton.
There you go.
And you'll get an hour out of it. Yeah, click on it now, and then you can delete it, and then it'll be all right. Yeah. JP's put in, just in case. Oh, he's actually put it. Oh, 30.
I removed it.
Yeah, it's going now. It's going now. Remove. And it's gone. So you have to be quick.
They have a bot that picks it up, don't they? And sends you hate mail.
Yeah. Like I say, we both bought from there, that UK Vape Clearance. I never had a problem. It came. And you bought, I think you bought like 2 Purge X's from there, didn't you? 4 what you bought.
Well, I bought 2 one size and 2 the other. I thought 2 25s and 2 20. I'll just give any one of the 28s.
Yeah. They were, like I say, they were a tenner, weren't they, or something, Mick? Looking really dirt cheap at one point.
I mean, and Purge stuff was really expensive, and they were up at 50, weren't they?
Yeah.
In real terms.
Yeah. I mean, I think it were, I think, what is it we're on about? It was Simon they were on about something on their show, but they didn't tell you what site, so I had a look, like you do, and it popped up, because they were buying all sorts of cheap gear off of it.
When was that?
And I hadn't looked on for ages. That was when we first looked.
Ah, right. So
because they had some cheap RTAs on there for like 10 quid, 12 quid.
That other one was brilliant, wasn't it? I had some right fun on there, bought loads of juice. I can't remember what the other one was, and I got 3 mods with tanks on for 2 quid a piece.
Oh yeah, that was that Aqua one, wasn't it? Yeah, that was that Aqua Vape. Yeah.
And the 5 volt is quality cotton.
I think it's quite nice. Yeah, it's Vapefly. I think they've got that on there as well. Hip Hop's got it on there for about £3, £3.50.
What's the name of the tools we all use? You know, the little toolkits.
I can show toolkit. I've had loads of stuff come up with toolkits that are really cheap.
No, the little red ones that most of us have used to build for years. Can't remember the name of the company.
The Coil Master.
Yeah, well, they make cotton, and I bought some of that, and it was absolutely shite. It was like cotton wool balls. It was bloody hopeless. Yeah. It'd been all right for wiping your makeup off, but that's about it, really.
Show one that's originally designed for that.
Yeah. Well, Muji's comes in the pads. Muji is for makeup. Coil Master, yeah. Coil Master.
Yeah, Coil Master cotton.
What is it saying that Craig D says, don't let me tell you again, Muji for the win.
People get very passionate about it.
Oh, no, they do, yeah.
That's all you've got to do. If you're having a bit of a quiet night, things have all gone wrong and you can't get your head down it, just
then all you have to say that it's just a replacement for all the pads, for women's periods.
Oh, no. Haven't you Sliver? No, I haven't used Sliver yet. I heard it's supposed to be Sliver. It's a new one. It's supposed to be really, really good. That's supposed to be a good cotton. Everybody, fuzz cotton. Matt, see, fuzz cotton, right? I use fuzz cotton. Can't say that, mate, because I use fuzz cotton, right? I've had 3 tins of it. The last one of this was fucking awful. I've got to tell you that.
Never know. Did you buy it from the same place? Was it a reputable website?
Well, it's all from same. That was from Danny. I got 2 from Danny, and I got 1 from another one. So exactly the same tin, but the fucking it just didn't taste right. It just took ages to break in. Yeah, it took ages to break in and everything. I just didn't like it at all. So that's why I decided to change. But I used to use fuzz all the time. You
can also get 13 feet for £1 a foot off Amazon, which is a bargain.
Yeah, there's loads of cotton you can try out. There's loads out there.
The finest Japanese cotton, according to the bag.
Yes, finest Japanese cotton.
The Chinamen flew over to Japan just to get the cotton.
Cotton bacon prime. I couldn't get on with cotton bacon.
I
couldn't get on with that. Yeah, I couldn't get on with it.
Like that.
No, I didn't like the taste of it either.
Well, is it V2? I use that. That's what it is.
Prime, yeah.
Yeah. I think this has come from Viddy's Vape Shop, this one. But you get some right deals with that on Amazon, and it comes up, 3 for a tenner and stuff like that, or 4 for 10 quid.
Billy only uses 13 feet and Muji.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I never liked cotton bacon. I've got some and I just didn't like using it.
No.
Yeah, I was recommended this.
Oh, Native
Wicks.
Yeah. All right.
Did you just pick that up out the bin just to show us it so you could throw it back in?
No, that was on the side. I ended up ordering about 4 tins of swag. That'll do me for about a year.
All right, Hanky, no problems.
But that's interesting. That other one, that sliver cotton.
It's supposed to be really good.
$6.49 to get the tin.
You get refills. It comes with refills.
The refills are $4.99.
Yeah, Nature Vape's got it. Or it's SR Vapes. Does it? That's who's brought it in.
Oh yeah, he's a good lad. I bought quite a few mods from him. The reason I ended up with a load of 21700s is when you bought a mod, that came with 21700s, however many you needed for that, and I bought 2-3 battery ones, so I got 6 for that. And then I bought the Saga, so I got 2 with that. And he's a good guy, that SR Vapes.
Yeah, so he brought that sliver in, he brought that sliver out. I know Cloud9 at one point everybody was saying that, but I've heard that it's not cracking at high wattage.
Right.
I don't know. I don't use high wattage, so I won't know, but it's not cracking. Yeah, Ben M says 3mm 5-volt laces, hand down, easiest thing to do. Yeah, I just put them in, you just cut it off, get two of them out. Craig D got BP cotton from Bumpkins Bargains.
There you go. Has he actually got his own vape shop, Mr. Blumpkin?
He's got quite a nice collection that he's whittling down.
Yeah.
Yes, he's reducing his collection size down.
Yeah. I buy very, very little nowadays. To be honest.
Matt says Cloud9 breaks down too easily. Yeah, I heard that. It doesn't last that long at high wattage. Everybody was saying it was really good, and I never fancied that. Yeah.
I couldn't see the big fascination about it.
Yeah.
But no good in the beast then, Matt, with it? With that PWM.
Yeah, Birdman can add, Cloud9, I'm sure it handles wattage, yeah, but I don't think it lasts long. That's what I was getting at. I don't think it lasts long at high wattage. It doesn't, it breaks down too easy. I'm not 100% sure, I've not used it like.
No, the only time I've ever bought those Agilets they were in a sale. And I thought it was one of them, I think, where they were in a sale and it made it go over to free shipping if I bought 2 packs. And I think that's why I ended up with it, but I've never bought any more.
Yeah.
But it was again if you were going on holiday. You know, perfect.
Yeah. Shoelace is good if you're going on holiday. You have to take a big fucking roll of cotton. What I found is when I use like cotton bacon or all like that, and same with fuzz, when you pull it out, I pull some off and it's either too thick or too thin.
That's right.
Do you know what I mean?
It's a bit like when you used to roll your own ciggies. In the end, you end up with half a pouch full of moon dust, as I used to call it, which is not really any good for anything, but you don't want to chuck it away. You know what I mean? So
the sawdust,
and it's a bit the same with cotton. In the end, you end up with, even with the small RTAs that I wick from out to lung, it's still not even big enough for that. So one day you just have to chuck it away. And that's the end of it. It's gone.
Yeah, I keep my bits for when I'm doing me reviews. I've got. Fucking.
I mean, you can twist it if you've got a big sort of RDA or so. If you've got an RDA, you can just put them together and twist it, can't you? Do it that way.
It's just a fucking. It's
a
mess.
It doesn't really. It's not very good for RTA. Yeah.
So I use it when I'm just for my reviews.
Proper John's Muji.
For the win. Right, if you go onto Muji website, it's cheaper to buy from Muji themselves, or go to a shop. Muji, we got a Muji shop in Leeds.
Really?
Yeah, a Muji shop in Leeds. Leeds Town Centre.
What does it sell? Just cotton?
No, it sells all sorts.
What vape related?
I've never been in. No. It won't vape related anyway. Muji's for cosmetics and things like that.
Ah, right. See, yeah.
So there's a Muji shop in Leeds somewhere. I've never been to it.
It just needs to be unbleached, doesn't it? That's only that's.
Yeah. You just don't want bleach. Yeah. You just unbleached cotton. That's why everybody went for Muji. With Kendo Kendo cotton and Muji used to be the 2 cottons that you got. But the makeup pads, that's why they're in squares.
Right.
So
I'm going to buy myself. I've seen Mr. Fagan. He's got some really good shears. And they're like, you could shave them. They're that sharp. I fancy getting myself a pair of them.
Collars by Scott's got some.
Has he? Some shears?
Yeah, just have a look at Collars by Scott's website. Yeah, Matt says they sell Muji cotton bed sheets and shite. Yeah. Tiger. Sheets and shite. Yeah.
What are you doing in Tiger, mate?
I thought Tiger would have fucking used to be a nightclub in Leeds. Tiger.
Yeah.
What am I looking for?
Sheer accessories. I think he's got them on there. Shears, I think.
Still be accessories.
Who's faking?
Silica Wicks the future.
Yeah, I sent Fagan a message yesterday informing him he needed to go on our show. I'd give him a free disposable.
Should be on there. He did have some. He was saying that he got some.
Screen share.
Mesh. Ooh, wreck the joint.
Razor edge shears.
Yeah, sold out.
All right.
I bet there'll be some on Amazon.
Yeah, that's what it was.
They're a bit pink for me anyway, to be fair.
Well, they're coming with a green one.
Do they do them in manly black?
And it got purple and blue. Brilliant, pink, periwinkle, purple. All right, no, he's got one in.
Pink, purple.
No, sold out.
Sold out,
son.
Razor edge shears. I got myself a new phone this week.
Oh yeah, what you got?
Oh, what have you got?
14.
The 14.
Max.
The 14. The iPhone.
Pro Max. Yeah. Pro Max.
What with smash screens technology?
No, it's fine.
Oh, Matt's saying those shears aren't that great. I have them. All right. I just heard that they were good.
Is that
They look like
stubborn, not
a
wet?
set that you used to cut your nails with.
I got some that were supposed to vapor base sell them. All right, vapor base sell them as well. Mick Fisker scissors. I got some that were shit, to be honest with you.
What, you got Fiskers?
I'll show you. Just a second.
Yeah, it was the Fiskers. That's what they were saying. He's had the same pair for 3 years. Still doing his eyebrows. Anyway, we'll just fill while Benny gets back. NHS scissors for the wind. I don't know any nurses. That's what they are, exactly the ones you want. They're okay, but not worth 15 quid. Are they Fiskers?
Yeah, they're the ones that everybody was saying that were really good. I got a smaller version.
Just like shape. You don't like them?
No. Fiskers.
You didn't happen to drop them, did you?
You probably got it from the Ucky shop. Did you get them from the Ucky shop?
No, I got them from Amazon. Bought from Amazon.
You didn't drop them.
Goes blue now.
Why has it gone blue?
I don't know. It does this when I go up close, and then suddenly it goes. Everything goes blue. I look like a Smurf.
You look like Violet Boulderguard.
Yeah, yeah. I should have gone
Chocolate
fucking
Factory.
If it'll change, won't it? No, it does
Mickey
it all the time.
Samsung S23.
There, that's better.
These are what I use. I don't even know where I think they came out of a. You know when you buy when I used to shave my head with a razor thing, bzz, bzz, I think they were in there, and they were absolutely blunt. And I got my sharpening thing out, and I watched a video of how to sharpen scissors properly, and these were like a bloody razor. They were brilliant.
Paul says, not them, the shears. They are shears. There's a small pair of shears ones. That's what they are, the Fiskers.
You know, like sheep shears used to be look like, where they come round the back, and then there's just two blades that rub together. That's what Pagan's got.
But yeah, I didn't like them. Don't like them. In fact, they've gone rusty because I left them in sink.
All right. That stainless steel's not very good then. A couple of small folding scissors off eBay, 50p. Still all right so far. Because it's surprising how cotton does blunt them.
I've got them.
Yeah, they're what you get in your kit.
Yeah, it's been fine.
Yeah,
that's what I use. Cuts them.
Yeah, mine are really, really blunt, man.
Mine's you know what came in the Whatever kit?
Whatever?
Yeah, Whatever. Yeah,
I use William Wallace replica sword to cut my wicks. You can just imagine, can't you? Coming out with some Scottish rant and then going.
Paul says the one with plier grips types, excellent.
Yeah, that's what Fagan's got.
Yeah, like I say, I got them, and they weren't cheap. They were Fisker's ones. They were I want too hammered about them, to be honest with you.
I say it's amazing how blunt they go, isn't it? With just using them on cotton wool, you wouldn't think that it would cause much. And the blunter they are, the worse it is for fanning your wicks out, because it really does.
I use them now. I use them now for cutting the pizza.
Nice. We've got a pizza wheel.
I mean, you ain't got.
No, I ain't got a pizza wheel, so I use scissors.
Oh, right.
You ain't got a kitchen knife either.
No,
they don't cook very well, do they?
No, they don't
pizzas don't cook very well with a knife.
No,
I don't.
No.
You know how to do it.
No.
Well, you want the proper job, don't you? What with the handle on what's half moon shape? Give it some of that.
Yeah. Bonus ones.
Yeah. Yeah, the ones that they use.
Cloudchucker's got some Watopo scissors. They're good. I don't like to say these ones that come out of a little set.
Yeah.
But all right.
Yeah, mate, I've got some. A straight razor. One you smuggled out of the jail. We used to have a prison issue straight razor.
Yeah.
It had the number on the side, because obviously they wouldn't do it now. They have to share razors in them days, because they have to count them in, count them out, because nobody wanted a cutthroat razor in the cell, did they?
No.
So they had the bone handle with the number of the thing on the side of it.
Then you just say that that advert that's going around radio at the moment, the hepatitis C advert.
Well, that's right. I mean, things that you used to do years ago. I mean, it was a bit of a strange one when we went to the expo because it's like, I've just got this juice. Do you want to try it? Well, that went out just before the pandemic, didn't it? And we're all like, yeah, I do actually. It was quite good, wasn't it? Then we all come back with a bit of a funny throat. Wonder where we got them from.
Yeah. Matt says he paid 50p from eBay, had them for 3 years now, still going well. Billy said I was the same ones as Benny has, still going strong.
Yeah. You've got some lucky ones, that's what it was.
But I got them, like I say, I got them ones off of.
Yeah.
I just thought, I don't think they were that sharp. To say they were supposed to be really expensive, it was the most expensive pair of scissors I've ever fucking bought. I just don't think they were that fucking sharp, to be honest with you. I was quite disappointed. Technically, the great scissor discussion. We moved on from cotton.
There we go.
Moved on from cotton down to scissors.
What's next?
Tetley's my number one fan when
Why
I'm
is
building
next?
new models.
Yeah, content. Content.
Wire cutters.
Mike's just sent you a link for the shears on Messenger.
Let's do an unboxing.
Yeah.
There we go. What you unboxed?
What have you got, Mick?
Beers.
Woo! Excavate. Is that for the giveaway?
Well, I might give this one away. You can't give the first one away, can you? Because it was a little bit of a bodge in places. But now my skills have got better.
Coiling rods.
Let's just say my super glue was my friend with that last build.
I think the thing is, right, Mick, it said it was 3 hours for an over 3-year-old to do, wasn't it?
No,
8-year-old. Problem. Oh, 8-year-old. I think that was the problem. That was the problem, mate.
I was too old.
You're too old.
How long? 3 what?
Is what?
How long should it take?
It should have took 3 hours, and it was for 8 years and above. That's what it said. But
Is that before or after the like that?
Yeah. What coil is better? The coil is best if you go over to Proper Coils and use DIY 10 for 10% off. You get some banging coils from there, all American.
American wire.
And you got some good options as well.
If you use built-in, you'll get 10% off.
Use DIY 10, you get 10% off.
I think Savage Simon's got one as well. He keeps rattling on about. But anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, I've got that for putting my coils in.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got
I think
the little ones.
I paid about £2. £2 for two off
perfect.
of eBay or something. Do you know what I mean?
Perfect.
Or Amazon. Might mean Amazon, £2 for two. So
It's the other ones. I've got hands like shovels, and the other ones are too small for manoeuvring. Thing is, though, if you do buy proper coils with built-in for 10% off, you don't very often need them, do you?
no. So, and then I use my little scrapers to give them a scrape. Little screwdrivers. So, Kenny's got a coil master kit many moons ago and still worked perfect. All the screwdrivers are chips and they're useless. Yeah, I can't remember where I got one. I got one from, I think they came with a set from China.
Yeah, that's exactly what I've got. I bought a fake coil master kit. I was in my head, I was buying the right one, and it was on the right page, but it didn't say this is a copy. So I didn't send it back because it was reasonable. But it still wasn't the genuine item, so I wasn't very happy with it.
But it's saying to sharpen scissors, take a glass tumbler and lightly cut the edge of the tumbler a few times as the scissors will be sharpened.
Wow.
There
You
you
need
go.
a new tumbler then. Either that or buy the Sharp Owl from Amazon. And if you go on my Mixed Reviews channel, there's 2 videos on there that shows you how to use it. And if you click the link in the description, I'll get some money off it. Thank you very much.
And then if you drop them, you might as well throw them in the bin.
Is that it?
Yeah, because it throws the telemetry out.
Bloody hell. You're wasted on this job.
You are.
JP.
You are.
Yeah,
We did have a
wasted.
question earlier on that asked you about your gardening before we go, James. Saying, how's this weather going with your gardening? Because they're saying that it's playing havoc with their vegetables and their berries.
Well, the berries will be coming out at the end of this time now, but things like your potatoes. I tell you, somehow I'm getting some oversized pumpkins going on at the moment. I like bloody that at the moment, and it's not even October yet.
You like a pumpkin?
No, I've just grown it for little ones, to carve for Halloween.
I think I've actually had it as a vegetable, and I think it was very nice, to be honest. But I can't remember when I had it. It might have been at some time around Halloween when somebody scraped one out.
I've never had pumpkin. I scraped it out, but I never used it. We just scrape them out. Americans cook it, don't they, and have it.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean?
Them Americans.
Them Americans, yeah.
They'll eat out.
Like the Chinese.
That's the thing. If you get a set of screwdrivers, get the one that fits the screws, and then you walk round the screws off. It's using an incorrect screwdriver, whether it's a flathead or whether it's a P1 or a PZ1.
Or a carving knife.
Or a carving knife. Yeah, I've done that before. You should use that.
I will do that. We've got a screwdriver for every occasion, and then she'll be getting it out with the sharpest knife in the thing, and she's going, "Oh, I can't get this." You know, yeah. Would you like me to do it? No, I think I'll manage. No, I think I'll do it. And you still have some fingers.
Yeah,
that's like me at work, because we have to strip the machineries down to get them cleaned up and that, and it needs one sort of Allen key for a certain screw, and then the valves are on a different type of screw, and then the faceplate's on a third type of screw.
Yeah,
but then
you just have 3 screwdrivers then.
Yeah, but the problem is like when you come to stripping the other, there's another 2 that you use for them. But then there's metric and imperial.
Well, what you need is one of them screwdrivers with a little fucking top on that has all your screwdriver bits inside, and you just pull them out and you change them over.
Yeah.
I'll get a pair of some wider ones where they switch round. You pull it out, whip it round, and you got a different head.
I better still. I'll just bring the drill in. And just put the attachment on.
Yeah, I bought a drill from Amazon. I wanted the battery for my old one, and they were 52 quid, and I got a drill for 50. And it's got every screwdriver bit you can ever think of, and it's just amazing. And it's 10 times better drill than I've ever had with the other one. So I'm pleased I didn't bother get another battery.
Right, we are coming up to that time now. Mike Aiden's got a cracking screwdriver kit from Temu for about 40 different heads of all types and all sorts, and useful extra stuff in the car kit. Classic, in your opinion, what's the best charge to get? I have the Nyko, but it's getting old, new, an option. I've got one, Mr. 10's got 130 screwdriver kit for about £4 somewhere. Scissors and screwdriver, content, son, exactly, content, son. Mick, you've got that one. What did you get? You got that posh one, didn't you?
Oh, what, mate?
Battery charger.
I've had it a while. I bought the IntelliCharger, which is 18650, the one that stands up. The only thing is that it ticks when you first put them in, but that's been absolutely fine. But just for 18650s, the other one's about an 8-bay. Hang on, I can't remember the name of it.
Is that Grafpacon you got, didn't you?
No, I didn't get it. My Boxer, that other one says on the top of it, and it's an 8-bay one and does anything. Absolutely anything. You can even put, like the remote control size batteries.
All right, yeah.
You can even put that in it.
That's content for next week, Tetley and Kenny. Fucking hell, he's stealing all his content. Gorilla bottles and fucking, what is it? Nail files.
Kenny and Craig will be doing that on.
That's next week's. That's next week's fucking show. You fucking hell, man. Nicking all his content. Matt Waite says Vape Cell 1 is the best. S2 Plus, I think it is. I've got the
I had a 4-bay one.
X-Star Queen Ant. The only problem with it is you've got to use a dual the USB. So you've got to use a dual X-Star. Yeah, I've got X-Star. But it didn't come with.
I think you're better off going to Amazon and put 8-bay 21700 charger, because obviously if it set 21s, it'll take 18. Well,
I've got that.
Yeah.
Queen Amp, but it doesn't come. You've got to use 2 micro USBs. Yeah. So it powers both bays. So you have to have both of them plugged in there to buy the charger.
Which is a bit of a pain, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, mate, to be honest with you.
I got the X-Star Dragon 4-bay. That's not bad actually, because you can just the amps on it.
I've got 2 8-bays and a 4-bay, but the 4-bay's just retired itself.
We can't plug this fucker back in there.
That's it. Thanks for asking. He's going to have no batteries tomorrow now.
X-Star Dragon fixes batteries too. Yeah, X-Star, if it comes with a plug, then it's fine, but that one didn't come with a plug, like I say. You have to use 2 USBs, which were a bit shit.
Yeah.
You're
better off with just one flex out.
Yeah.
Proper flex, plug it in.
Yeah, exactly. I'd rather had that, but I didn't know when I bought it. I bought it off of I think I bought it off a website that was shutting down, and it was cheap.
Right.
It was like 15 quid for that, and they were about 40 quid, so I bought it. A lot of people got the X-Star 8-bay. Matt Waits had the Gry Falcon for years, upgraded to the vape cell because it does up to 3 amp charging. X-Star, I think X-Star, do you know what I mean, seems to be a good way to go, or your thing, but just put them in. Like I say, just put it in and look.
My Boxer one is it's one of them where it charges them like an intelligent thing. It gives them a load for a bit, and depends how many you put in. I can't really remember. It's actually got a Bluetooth thing on it as well. That might have been the vape shop purchase, to be honest, because I think the first one packed up and I took it back.
Right. My cane charges batteries at 0.25 watts. X-Star never have. I think X-Star. Yeah, I think you are. If you're looking at X-Star, probably, or if you want to go full or log that Glyph Alcon or the vape cell, they're a bit more expensive. It depends how much you want to pay, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? The only thing is, make sure if you've got 21700s, I had the Nightcore one and it didn't fucking fit them properly. You had to squeeze them in. It sort of rips the batteries.
Yeah.
So, Mill Boxer works similar to the vape cell.
That's what I've got. That's what I've got.
The Mill Boxer.
Yeah, that's well. I had a quick look at the top of it. That's what it says. I'm sure it is.
Mill Boxer. Yeah, but like I say, they're more expensive than ones.
It's £29 for the 4-bay.
Exactly. It all depends on your budget, mate. To be honest with you, all depends on your budget, what you want to pay. So, as long as it'll charge your batteries, and sometimes if they go, they'll charge them if they go down too. They'll recover them, don't they? If you've discharged them too much.
One of the best ways to do that is to put them in a mod. To be honest, if you've discharged them that much, put them in at the SX G class, and that does it. If you leave them in, and it wrecks them. And all that, it's got a Type C charging cable that fits in the front, and I put them back in there, and it actually saved them. So.
Right. Yeah, Nightcore crap had 2 both books. I had an FS one that set on fire.
Yeah, that's what you don't want, isn't it, when you're at work?
No. Well, the thing is, I put it in, and I came downstairs, and then I went back up and said, we can smell burning plastic.
Yeah.
And I thought, what's that? And I looked at my charger, and it had gone off. It must have shorted inside. But all I could smell were burning plastic, so that went in bin.
Yeah.
So don't get an FS one. No. Right, we will go now. Yeah, exactly. You don't want it setting on fire, do you? You don't want your house setting on fire. So, right, time to go. So we will go around and say our goodbyes. We will say James first. Do you want to say goodbye?
Thanks, Mick, for joining us.
You're welcome.
Hanky, nice for you to pop in, even though you're back on your phone. People in chat, you're all stars, and I'll see you over the next one, and I'll pass it over to Mr. Mick.
Thanks everybody for being very nice and adding content to this fantastic show. I've really enjoyed it, to be honest. It's nice to come in and have a chat to your friends, even though I am recycled. I've really enjoyed it, and again, thanks everybody in chat for. It's what makes the show really is when you get good people in chat coming up with sensible ideas, and stuff like that. It's good to have a laugh. It's good to have a laugh. And I'll hand it over to Benny.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, JP, for joining us. Hanky for joining us. Thank you very much, Mick, for jumping in. Much appreciated, my friend. I'm sure, well, we won't have Hanky next week because he's away. We won't have Luke next week. So it might be me and James again. You never know. You never know. Graham might
what time I finish.
Exactly. You might get Mick. You might get Mick for an extra show. You don't know. He's always welcome, you see. Always welcome. Friends.
We're all friends.
Friends. So do join us next week, same time, same place. Do check out Mick tomorrow night with Bill. Also check out Wednesday night with us. Check out Kenny and everybody else and Craig. Also check out Saturday Show. Also to check out Proper Coils. While you're over there, go out and check propercoils.co.uk and get your, I think it's .co. I always say that. Is it .com or .co.uk? .com. And do try DIY 10 for 10% off. And also go over to Tip Up Juice and get some cotton from there.
Don't put Vic 10, it don't work anymore.
No, pink
Drama.
panties 10. Exactly, no offense. Right, we'll catch you all later. Goodbye.
Bye.